Good morning, friends. It's Kate from Venison for dinner, and I'm going to take you along on another little week in our life informal video. We're a family of 8 living in northern British Columbia, Canada. It's another informal video because I'm still postpartum with our 6th baby, and I don't quite have it in me for in-depth videos, but you guys really still want me to keep doing videos. So we're going to roll on these little day in the lives for a bit, and I hope you have a lovely day. Family doesn't love 100% fresh ground wheat sandwich bread a lot, but they like things made with 100% fresh ground wheat. So these nan breads, the recipe's on Living Sky Farm. They sell grain and grain mill. That's where my Como mill is from. It's a recipe I shared with them, and they post on their blog. So it's got buttermilk or clabber and sourdough discard, fresh ground wheat, some baking powder, and you can do it in a frying pan for sure. But what's nice is in summer I can do it outside, and it's a meal that doesn't heat up the house, because that is the main goal in our house for dinners in summer. Even though it's not that hot right now, we're just getting into the groove with it, because our house stays cool really well as long as you're intentional. If you're not intentional, we roast in our bedrooms at night. No air conditioning here. It's supposed to be a hot day today. I just hear the boys yelling at each other. They're yelling because they have a water pump going, so they can't hear. Anyhow, I'm pretty sure Hamish just hosed Mac with a fire hose. So maybe if I was Mac, I'd be yelling at Hamish too. Yes, we're gonna go to the garden. Anyhow, gonna be hot out, so we're bringing the baby out for some fresh air before it gets too hot. We have a pump and a pond just beyond the trees there. I don't know if you can see Hamish, but they're just filling the cow's troughs. Oh, there's Mac. Rowan wanted to go down to the big garden. I think I got some boys that are gonna come behind me on bikes here. Because it's potato hilling day. And boy, am I glad that I don't have to do this right now. Of course, like normal, we can't find our other rake, or it broke, because somehow rakes, I don't know guys, my friend tells me at her house they're always like, they feel like they have to buy a rake every time they need a rake, and I feel like that here. Anyhow, Marius went to buy another rake. So one person goes real deep with the wheel hoe, and this loosens the soil, and the other person can rake. Don't you love hilling potatoes, Mac?
I literally just said I hate it.
What do you hate about it?
It's slow, you have to have your back bent, and it's this side, that side, this side, that side, this side.
Did you know, Rowan, the first year we planted this garden, you were the same size as Wellen? This is our 6th year in this garden.
Yeah, and he's the same size as me when I was a baby. Okay, so remember? You do.
Freya? Wow, lucky you to have a shovel.
No.
Should we go milk some cows? Yeah. He's wide awake from milking this morning. Yeah. Should we go milk some cows? Yeah. Let's go milk some cows. I think the trick to growing salad for the whole season and not just one round before it gets bitter is you just have to plant it often. So this is the first round that I planted. Here is the third round that I've recently planted. And at the end there is the second round that was planted. So basically, I'm gonna plant some again next week. I just pick a small patch. So I think my next patch is gonna be right there. Right there I just planted calendula. So right there is gonna be my next patch. And I plant it pretty dense and I pick it to start as baby greens. And then I just start strategically thinning it. So I've already thinned this once. So now the next thing I'm gonna do is like, okay, these two have some space between them, but these ones are pretty close. So I'm gonna take this middle one and then these ones will have more space. And I just fill the salad spinner with. So again here, same thing. We'll take out the middle one to give it some space and I always just bust off the roots right into there. Here there's a nice big one in the middle. So I'm gonna take it out to give the other one some space to get bigger. And that's how she goes. There was spinach there and it bolted, so it's done. The kale, you really don't need much kale to have enough kale for the year, I'll tell you that. The salad spinner full, once this is, you know, ripped up, it will settle better. But salad spinner is basically a meal worth for us. We're having chicken Caesar salad for dinner. Oh no, I forgot my iced coffee outside. I had to come back out and sit out here and drink it. We have some of our own haying equipment, but not all of it. And also we actually don't know how to hay. I have hay fever, I can't go anywhere near it. And Marius didn't grow up doing it. Anyhow, we decided to just hire out haying this year to a neighbor who had a field just beyond us and had to drive past us anyways. So he's here tedding right now. It is not a great crop. But hey, some is better than none, right? What's better than getting up on a summer morning and eating some fresh melon right away? Mm-hmm. Is it so delicious?
Mm-hmm. I can't eat this part.
Yeah, don't eat the peel. Yeah, it's kind of hard near the peel. You could eat a bit more off of the other one. Okay, I need to go help Hamish milk.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I made some Earl Grey and added honey, but there is no goat's milk up at the house. Sorry, up in the kitchen. So I could have just gone downstairs, but we're gonna just go get it straight from the source. Wellen was still fast asleep in bed when it was time for me to get up. Well, he had nursed and then he'd gone back to sleep. So it was Marius' lucky day and he got to stay in bed with the baby. He loves to lay in bed in the morning with the baby. I like to get up and going. He's a night owl. I'm an early bird. My cheese fridge decided to stop working. And this has happened before and we revived it, but it's time to get a new fridge, or new to us fridge. So I posted it on Facebook. I couldn't find any on Marketplace, so I posted on Facebook asking if any of our local friends, do you have like an extra one in your garage somewhere you'd love to sell or trade? And I had 2 different friends reach out who live really close by saying, we have one, we'll trade you. So, new fridge today. Well, it wasn't Hamish's lucky day. There was no cows in the barn this morning. He had to go out for them. Hey Freya, I could use some milk in my coffee, or in my tea. Ooh, it's hot. Here. To the top. Look at how frothy that is. Thank you. That's good.
After more on this side since I did last week.
Well, that's about perfect. I don't think I said it on YouTube, only on Instagram. But Wellen is not a fan of cow's milk. I can do limited amounts, but not lots. He's not fussy with it, but he spits up a lot if I drink cow's milk. Even our A2 cows. So A2 is not the magic bullet for everything. Anyhow, he does fine with goat's milk. And that's perfect because we have goats. So I still use butter. I avoid like cream and cheese from cow. Freya's made me some soft goat cheese. That was delicious. And if there's like muffins, I don't split hairs on if there's a bit of milk in it. But yeah, any of my coffee, tea, iced coffee, smoothies, that's granola and milk, that's all goat's milk. And our goats are giving so much milk, it's perfect, really. Sometimes people's goat's milk tastes really goaty, but ours does not. It tastes so mild, just like nothing, just like cow's milk. It actually has less taste to it than our cow's milk. Our cow's milk is like more flavorful, like in a good way. Goat's milk, Marius finds it really bland. And we keep the buck in with them and it's fine, and so perfect. The running of the bulls. Cute little bull. So the 2 that don't need to be milked are in. The 2 that need to be milked apparently are being more stubborn. Unless I just missed them go by. I did just miss them go by. Once they come in from pasture, they always have to have a big drink of water. Mabel and Olive were bought as young stock from a farm in kind of south central BC. We're in northern BC. And Kurt, the bull, let's see, where's the town there? They're out of Salmon Arm is where Mabel and Olive were from. Olive was just a wee bottle calf. Jess is from a local farm, a Jersey dairy. And Kurt is from a Dexter breeder outside of Quesnel. Anyhow, the farm Jess is from, they told me that they have a bunch of family cows coming up for sale here. When they have a sale list, they often will tell me, what was that bull doing? He's scratching his neck. They'll often tell me when they have like a big sale list or something and they say they have one coming up. So if you are local Bulkley Valley-ish and you're after a milk cow, send me an email. My email is in the video description and I can hook you up with the sale list and maybe help you pick one out. It'd be fun. So the goats wouldn't leave the gate for Freya to put this one in, and she didn't want to let the other ones out, and they are not happy. I was like, oh, just let Hazel free range until you're done milking Daisy. And the other goats are very unimpressed with that. Like, hold up, how come she gets to be out? That's the buck on the gate there.
Because I don't like. He's always bugging me.
Is 4 weeks and 2 days old.
What's your guess?
5.
Oh, 5 weeks and 2 days. How much does he weigh? I think 12.5 pounds.
12 pounds.
He was
12.
9-10 at birth.
12
12
pounds,
pounds.
4 ounces. 13.
pounds. 16 out.
Our biggest is
12 pounds
8
fully.
ounces.
Under 13 pounds.
no, I think
I think our scale's tweaking out because he's not on it evenly.
where's the hand scale? No, I think it's just 12 pounds.
There. There's a little baby.
Yeah, I think he's just 12.
No, that thing's just going batshit crazy. Oh, I see it.
He's just 12 exactly.
Just 12 pounds.
12 exactly.
Oh, I guess great.
This bucket's clean and waiting to go downstairs, and I put a bunch of milk jar lids in it too because they were in the lid drawer up here. Freya's cutting up a cantaloupe. Marius bought 6 of them at the grocery store yesterday. They were on sale. So we get to enjoy a bunch of cantaloupe. We had one last night.
Here's a plate. I only got 1 piece.
Yes, we had it.
Everything else.
Yeah, we ate it a little too fast and Freya was busy. So we're having another one today. Probably have another one later. So they took out the old fridge and they just went and picked up a new fridge from a neighbor. So it's also an older fridge and they took it out just for like aesthetics basically. So, because it was in a rental, and so they decided to put in a newer one because this one was kind of noisy, but in the basement. It doesn't matter to us. Oh boy. It's always scary when you move a fridge. I don't think that fridge has been moved in a very long time. The stuff you find under it. So that's where it's going. It's funny that the insulation is a different color in that one spot. So all my cheese is in that cooler there. This is the other new fridge we got recently. We also had to get a new freezer recently too. There's a bunch of cheese in it as well. Our trapping freezer went in about April and we managed to go without replacing it. It's the one that they keep like bait for trapping and dog food and such. But recently we were like, okay, we need to find another freezer before we start putting fish and other things in it this summer. So they found one for $50. So perfect. It's the smaller one, but it'll be perfect for their trapping freezer and it's outside. That light keeps getting us.
I had it swept up long before I needed your help. See what you can do with a dolly, boy. Yep. It's handy too. Oh, now watch. Put your foot on that. Oh.
Yeah, when we were emptied out that other fridge, we emptied it all out.
We empty it all out. And,
One thing that we do, this fridge is a little warm because they put all that cheese in it that was a bit warmer. Just a second. Oh, he doesn't like that. Bit too much. He's not in the mood. Anyhow, we have these thermometers in all the fridges now because of having some fridge issues. It's nice to have a very easy visual to know that your fridge is the right temperature. Here's some goat cheese waiting to be strained into Chev. Amos is mixing up some multigrain pancakes for breakfast in the morning. It's evening right now, so this will just sit overnight. We have some broth cooling, ham broth from pork hocks. And then this is a whole mix of things to make an iron tincture that I take. Oh, it's not a tincture, it's an oxymel because it's made with vinegar. So it's got
Can't be a more.
just, yeah, careful there, Amos. Red raspberry leaves, nettle, clover, burdock, chickweed. I think that's everything. So, looks good in there. Now I just need to add a bunch of apple cider vinegar. But I'm actually going to use a vinegar that is kind of accidental, a mead. The only mead we've ever had that didn't work out.
Mom, I don't know
We have 5 gallons of plum vinegar, so I'm using that. The recipe is based on one from a book called Fire Cider by Rosemary Gladstar. Amos, please don't eat the pancake batter. I had something else to say. Oh, it's like that Floravit or Floradix, if you've ever taken that. It's a homemade version of that. So there you go. And I promise he isn't always sleeping in here, but it seems when I get a quiet moment to video, he is sleeping in here.
That's only the next soup. So, time or have it classy.
No, stay out of there. Excuse me.
Why? You're good. You're nice.
Thank you, Amos.
And you make every soup. You make the best soup in the whole world.
Thank you, Amos. I think Dad makes pretty good soup too.
Yeah.
Do you like Dad's soup?
Yeah.
Daddy made this one.
Yeah. He made this one.